Yo, I think we're getting a lot of traffic from that China video.
Wait, what are they saying?
Oh, everybody is saying, yo, it's blue lock in real life or whatever. That video blew up. Blew up on TikTok. Blew up.
No, it made it into the Chinese algorithm.
It's a Chinese platform. They're boosting that, bro. Anything positive? That's
Maybe,
making numbers.
maybe. Yeah, the FA decided, and they're like, let's put this out there, you know? No,
For
I don't
real.
know, bro. Nah, it blew up, bro. Yeah, the comments went crazy for the Blue Lock reference. Kind of got the wrong country. Just like, you know, I don't even watch Blue Lock yet. Not yet, but like, yo.
No, it's Japanese.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everybody's like Blue Lock in real life. Random.
Wrong country.
But I rate it. I need to watch the show.
Nah, bro. There was one comment. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find that one comment. There was one.
Is it the one I sent y'all?
Is it? There was one mad racist one that was hilarious, bro.
Yeah. I sent it on Discord.
He sent it.
What was
I
it?
sent on
Can you
Discord.
say it?
What was it again?
Yeah, I know this is a joke. You can't create football players like COVID.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that was they
That's
went
messed up.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's messed
Facebook
up.
again?
That's messed up. Yeah, that's messed up.
Those
That's
are
messed
like
up.
2011 jokes.
Yeah, no,
Wow,
but the
that's
thing is, TikTok,
crazy.
there's no rules, bro. There's no rules, all that.
Bro, they don't
Crazy.
censor people on
It's like
TikTok.
COVID.
Not really. It's not like Instagram. Like TikTok is, because there's so many people. I don't think they can keep up. Like the bots.
Yeah,
I don't think the
no, I
bots
don't think
can keep
China
up.
cares.
No,
Yeah,
they don't.
that's
They
it.
don't. They don't.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But you know they have a different algorithm for the actual Chinese users. Like there's
Really?
two different. It's completely different. Like the one in China is very beneficial. Like people, there's a lot of like learning videos, stuff about the country. If you come to the North American one, it's just a lot of nonsense, dancing, like all this random stuff that's like no good for you, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they switch it up in their own country.
Also had
I
a
read
racist algorithm, bro. I don't know if you guys knew about that scandal. This man's had a
No.
thing where so if you had a white creator make something, you'd blow up off of a video that a black creator already made. Like if a black creator made something and it wouldn't get numbers. A white creator would make that same video, it'd get numbers.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Bro,
They got
I don't
bags for
know. Fam, well, this is completely different. But you seen that YouTuber? I don't know his name, but he's like one of the biggest black gamers, and he's like very family friendly too. And he called out YouTube because he was pissed.
Oh
off 'cause
yeah,
he was getting
that was a while ago. I seen that video.
Corey or something like that. You seen
Yeah,
that?
Corey something.
Yeah.
Corey
That was
Kenshin. Corey
crazy.
Kenshin.
Yeah, that one was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he's saying, bro, you guys are banning my video, but other people are doing the same video, and
They're getting
being up.
age restricted, whatever, and all.
yeah,
Literally the same type of reaction, and everything is like crazy. Yeah, that one
For
was
the
bad.
for the listeners, bro, was it he called out Markiplier or something for making
Yeah.
a similar video about this game? Like they both were
Similar
reacting to
reaction,
the same part of the game. They're both reacting to. His got age restricted. Markiplier's didn't. He complained.
Yeah.
So then they decided to unrestrict his, and he went, "Why'd you unrestrict it now? Like if it's not age appropriate, shouldn't both of us not get restricted?" That's basically.
Yeah. And apparently,
Yeah.
it was like it was a history of it. Like he's noticed like that happened a couple times over the years. And he just stayed quiet, and then he's like, "Bro, I'm done being quiet." Which I rate. Like who calls out YouTube?
But
Usually,
like, you know what's the weirdest thing? People actually play horror video games. Like I don't get it.
You don't get it? I've never
No.
tried it, honestly.
Why am I playing something to be scared?
It's
What
the
do you
same
mean?
concept of why would you watch a scary movie?
Yeah, I don't understand those either.
Wait, you don't understand the
People want
concept
the
of
thrill.
playing it or watching someone playing it?
Both, like the horror genre.
Really?
I'm not if it's not mixed with something else. If it's just horror for horror's sake, I'm like it's weird. Like if there's no plot to it.
It's the thrill.
I think
bro. It's
people
like
watch
roller
it for the
coasters.
reactions, though. Yeah, like the
No,
speed
no.
one.
It's good for content. But I'm talking about like
Yeah.
regular people. I don't understand that.
Oh yeah. Well, I've never even tried a scary video game, so it's not my bread and
I
butter.
don't think I've ever watched a scary movie before, other than scary movie.
You know what it is? The scary movies just don't do it for me, bro. Like,
Bro,
my wife loves
Arif,
scary movies. It's
I
just
think you
boring
missed
and
it,
dead
bro.
to me.
I think you missed it.
What's
I
up?
think we found out on 1111 Pod. Ace is scared of things, bro. This guy saw us. This guy,
No, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I
Ace,
was
I got you. I got you
there
back.
live.
Hear me out.
I was there
Ace,
live
Ace.
when It 2 was being filmed. I seen it.
Well, actually,
See the clown
During the clown murder spree? You were a part of the clown murder spree?
No. It was like they had a scene in like near like some
but
lake.
it wasn't
Downtown?
scary. That was like whatever.
It was
That was
funny,
like
bro. I
never
found
watched
it
honestly like
hilarious.
child scary. Yeah, I found it hilarious too. That was like probably the last movie I watched in the theater. Honestly, I don't remember how long ago that was, but yeah, no. But Ace, I got your back. Don't worry. Mo, don't make me explain.
No, we're not.
You're not allowed to talk about being
listen,
scared.
listen. We're not doing
You
this.
know,
We're
you
not
know.
doing this.
Spill the beans.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
If-
All right, guys.
I
Big
know
fish,
Mo's gonna
big
edit this
fish,
exactly.
big
Yeah.
fish, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, all across the world, welcome to 11 on 11 Tuesdays. I just want to give a big shout out to the big three up top. ARF, aka two-leg tackle, aka Brexit football.
This is tiki-taka football, Guardiola football.
Next, Ace, talent ID, yeah?
He was never that good. He was never that guy. I'll be honest with you.
Next up, our big man up top, Mo Salah.
Wallahi, I got time today, brother. I got time today.
Every Tuesdays.
Where do we start off today? So much to cover.
I think where we have to start off at is there's a team that just got promoted to Division 3 in pro clubs.
Oh, gang.
Shout out to the Discord members. Let's just shout everybody out. Hassan, our best player on the team, the right back. There's Mo, the defensive wall. There's Arif, the tall striker. Top goal scorer.
Come on.
No, but your main traits are your defensive wall.
No.
Take the compliment.
No.
Take the compliment. You could do that too, but take the compliment.
I'm not getting falsely labeled.
All right.
What was it? 10. It's okay.
I have
You're
10,
doing well.
bro.
You're doing well.
We know who the real 10 is. We got Wadinho, who's our cam, who does a lot of dribbles, and sometimes it works. We got Muaz, our main enemy. We got Lee, our left back, former CDM, and then KB and La. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Yeah, bro, it's been fun.
Oh,
You guys need
yeah,
to tune
V-Man
in the
too,
streams, bro.
Yeah,
V-Man, yeah, you're dissing Ace.
I already said his name.
I didn't hear it. Did you hear it, Mo?
No, I did not.
Well, Lee heard it, I'll tell you that.
But yeah, make sure you
He's
tune
locked
into
in.
YouTube, man. The streams, it's been fun. Honestly, well, since Battle Test Ride, it's been fun. I can say for a long time, I haven't had fun like this in Pro Club. So yeah, man, tune in every Friday streaming.
Yep, streaming every Friday night around 11:30 p.m. to midnight Eastern. Come check it out.
But yeah, boys, let's get into it. Tottenham, Newcastle, big game today. Tottenham losing 2-1. Newcastle, are they the real deal?
You guys want to start with Newcastle?
Yeah. I want to say I've been saying the Almiron guy's looking nice. 5 goals in 5 games. I'm telling y'all, the
6.
kid's good. No, I'm saying
No,
5 and
Mo,
5. Like
you
the street
Mo,
rounds,
you
5
did
and
call
5.
this. I remember
Yeah,
denouncing
come on.
this.
I probably got to apologize to him. I might have said
I don't,
some really
but
harshful things towards him.
No, you know who has to apologize to him? Grealish. I don't know if you guys seen the clip where
I seen that.
Grealish was telling Mahrez when Mahrez didn't have the greatest game. He said, "You're playing like Almiron. Fix up."
Yeah, that one was messed up.
You know, Grealish really has to eat his words.
Almiron used to look at his teammates sometimes and say, "Bro, you're playing like Grealish. Fix up."
But honestly, you know what this actually says? The Prem is so full of quality that a guy like Almiron, who's great, but let's be honest, he's not the best in the league. I don't think he's top 10 in his position. I don't think he's top 15. But a guy like Almiron, who once he gets in a good run of form, he looks unguardable. Like he's there, he's scoring different types of goal. And I think this also says something. I heard this on another podcast too. This says something about a team sticking with a player. Like Almiron's been there for a while. He was an expensive signing. You know, they didn't give up on him. He was in and out of the lineup. He's always worked hard. And now his time to shine has come. And it's during an important moment. Like Newcastle are about to challenge for Europe.
Hey,
I mean, it shows that it shows, I think, teams in general, bro, like they buy these players, they have a lot of quality, and what really sets them apart is their managers. Because man, like Eddie Howe, although yes, he got some signings, he got Bruno, he got Dan
Isak.
Burn, he got Botman, like he got a solid signings, right? But the reality is he elevated players that are already in the team.
Yeah.
Nice.
And let's not forget, Newcastle's doing this without their supposed best player, Gucci Max, and their 70 million signing, Isak.
Yes.
Who's injured, who scored 2 and 2 before he got injured. Like Newcastle are very, very scary. I was saying like a couple months ago when the season first started that there's a new breed of team. I think Newcastle's like a genuine top 6 team right now.
Hey, they're fourth right now. They're fourth place right now.
Yeah,
I think they're 2
definitely not
points
getting
behind Tottenham.
Champions League in my head. They're not getting Champions League in my head, but Europa for sure.
Maybe early, but you never know. You never know. And I feel like they might surprise us with more signings in the winter too, you know, post-World Cup.
And they have the depth even then. They even have the depth to keep pushing.
Yeah. No, the Saudi takeover went so well. I feel like there's a lot spoken about with the other oil money teams just splashing money, buying the best players. But
Yeah.
Newcastle have been patient. They've made astute signings. They've looked at the team and looked at players who they wanted to improve. And, like they've taken their time with it. And they're only going to get smarter and make better decisions, and the team's only going to grow. So I think 2-3 seasons from now, we don't know what we could be looking at. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking, but it could get very, very scary, especially if all these other teams don't accelerate the growth of their own teams. Then who knows what could happen.
And hey, they got the money to spend. Funny story. I did hear a conspiracy theory going around on Twitter. I don't know if it's true, but apparently since the Saudi takeover, all the Premier League Big Six are refusing. Well, they have like a collective joint agreement that they're agreeing to not give any of their players to Newcastle or at any price. So I don't know. And I'm starting to notice it too. Like I haven't seen any since all those big signings. Since the Saudi takeover, I haven't seen any player from the Big Six go there so far. Not even like kind of guys who wanted to be shipped out. So, I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad they're not doing it.
Maybe keep an eye on that next window or a couple of windows.
I'm glad they're not doing it. They're getting the guys Eddie Howe wants.
That's true. That's true.
They're not look. I don't think they're looking for like at City players or Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, whatever, Liverpool. They're not looking at those players. I think they're making smart signings. They're going for players that aren't too expensive and that are quality. Like Bruno Gomes is what, 30 million?
That's the biggest steal ever.
Yeah. You're not getting him for that much. Trippier is what, 30 mil? Botman was 30 mil.
Pope too. Nick Pope.
Like they're getting quality players for nowadays cheap, right? Like
Isak was a pretty penny though.
Yeah. That one they paid a premium one.
That's the thing. Swedish internationals, Real Sociedad top goal scorer.
I think that really says to his talent. If Newcastle are splashing 70 mil, you have to be really good. And he did score 2 and 2. So
let's move on. Let's talk about Tottenham though, because that form right now is looking kind of bad. They lost to Newcastle now. A week before they lost to, was it midweek, the United game?
Yep.
And it's not looking the greatest. They lost a lot of big games. You could say even the Chelsea, the 2-2, they really weren't it. The Arsenal lost as well. They lost 3-1 to that. So what do you guys think?
I think this comes down to, it's a good dichotomy between Arsenal and Tottenham of performance versus results. Like Tottenham were playing for results. I know Conte may not have been the biggest fan of the way his team was performing, but they're definitely valuing the results over their performances. And if you're looking at the performances, like you could have seen the story coming for a long time because they have not been playing well since the beginning of the season. There was a couple games where they looked okay, and Kane scoring goals, but still they haven't looked good for a while. And honestly, like I'm not surprised that it's finally catching up to them. I'm sure Mo knows a couple stats about XG and all that, but there are a lot of games that they won they shouldn't have.
I think this team, like regardless of the stats and stuff like that, I think this team needs a whole new back line. Like that whole thing needs to get shipped. Lloris needs to be gone. He's too old now. I don't think you need to.
You think so?
Yeah, Lloris is.
Yeah, he had a crazy game against United though.
I thought he was good this season.
Not the Newcastle game.
He'll make the saves he has to, but he's not the Lloris of like 5 years ago where he was making incredible saves. Like I think it's time to find a young keeper that you can grow on, right? Secondly, I think Sanchez, horrible center back, bro. This guy is terrible. I don't know how he got on that team. I don't know. He snaked his way into a starting position. Terrible player, needs to go. Emerson Royale, continuously terrible, needs to go.
He's a Brazilian international, by the way. Just saying. He's the backup right back for Brazil right now. Yeah,
and that's why I was saying
he's going to be in the World Cup squad too.
They have Brazil's missing a lot of quality defenders, bro.
Bro, you know what it is? Brazil, I don't know. Outside of the Dani Alves, the Cafus, like lately, the fullback positions just hasn't been it. Alexandro,
it's looking dire. No pun. Yeah. That man can stay there.
10 out of 10.
Langlet, they're honestly smart on them for making a loan because that guy is terrible.
Yeah.
So they honestly need to get like 2 high quality center backs. They need a keeper, maybe not right now, and they need fullbacks. They actually need fullbacks. Emerson Royale is not good. And Perisic, who is a quality left wing back, he's not a defensive minded wing back. He's there for more of the offensive threat.
Yeah, but I think this says a lot to not just them needing things, but the team's decisions as well. For example, Conte, Jet Spence has not touched the pitch yet. This is ridiculous.
He's played obviously injury time, like those
barely played. He's barely played, and I can tell you for a fact he's better than Emerson Royale. I haven't even seen him play, and I know that. And then you have Doherty, who's okay, but he's not a starter. You know that. Why not give the young guy a try? Like, for example, you're letting Sessegnon play. Why? Like, it doesn't make sense. Even like with their fullbacks too, they've had premium fullbacks, right backs especially, for how long? And then
No, but
all three of them are gone. Trippier, Walker Peters. That's a failure in decision making. Absolute failure. Like, you chose to send away Trippier.
They chose Aurier over these guys essentially.
You chose Aurier over Trippier. Kyle Walker, I know, big fee, you know, that kind of made sense. But Kyle Walker Peters, he just slipped under you. Like, this is a failure in decision making, I think. And you know, I know they're getting a lot of money. You know, they can get the especially with all the like the rumors about the Google stuff and how the new stadium, all of that stuff. But still, you had it in front of you. Now you have to double back and spend more money. It doesn't make sense to me. And especially with the way Conte is managing it too, and his expectations and what he wants. And I don't know if all the timelines are aligning.
Yeah.
And that's what ultimately hurts them, right? I think like no defenders. You essentially have to have Basuma, who isn't playing well this season, but you know he's going to come good. And then you have Bentancur and then Højbjerg, who are playing a lot more defensive to cover for this defense. And then now Harry Kane has to drop to play for midfield. Like everyone's covering.
And there's no
defense.
creativity. There's no creativity at all.
Yeah,
they do have another problem. Or Harry Kane, where's it coming from?
There's another issue with Tottenham too, and this goal scoring. Like, all the goals are coming from one man, and his name is Harry Kane, and nowhere else. And obviously, I know we bring up the whole Son thing a lot, but there has to be something else going on. And I'm starting to notice like this Perisic-Son duo, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. It's not.
Definitely
There's
not.
red links all over there. Like, I think Perisic is getting into the positions that Son usually loves to get in and thrives on and takes shots from there. And it's just ruining Son right now. And it's looking really bad. Like, what is it? He only scored in 2 appearances, if I'm not mistaken. It was one Champions League game I forget against, and then it was the hat trick. So, hey, he might score a hat trick after we speak about him now. But anyways, but yeah, there's just a lot not going well right now for Tottenham. And it's kind of, I'm not saying it's under the radar, but it's not been talked about enough just because their placement at the table, because the performance has been honestly poor this season, for being completely honest. Yeah.
And it is good to see that they're finally dropping points, because like I would just look at the table and say, how would they still 4 points close to us? But you know, it's good to see that they're dropping points coming from me as an Arsenal fan. But yeah, will they figure it out? I don't know. I honestly don't think so. Also, until the transfer window, I don't think so.
To be fair to Tottenham, just want to bring that up though. I know everyone on Twitter is talking about like, oh, Tottenham losing the big games. All those big games were away from home, so they haven't got those big fixtures at White Hart Lane. So we're still yet to see that, because their record at White Hart Lane, obviously a Newcastle game, different story, but we haven't seen it yet. So
the scary thing is,
how they finished the season last year. So
yeah, the scary thing is Conte knows how to turn it around. Like, he knows how to work with terrible players.
Yeah,
so that's the scary thing. But
that's true.
I think a good transition is to talk about the midweek game and then talk about the Ronaldo incident.
Ooh.
You guys see what happened?
Do you want to go over it?
So basically, United is up 2-0 against Tottenham. Eric Ten Hag decided not to play Ronaldo that game. And so in the 88th minute, I believe it was, he decided to sub him in while they're up 2-0. Ronaldo refuses.
Walks away.
Walks away. He walks down the tunnel.
Yeah.
So
not looking good.
I know the eyes are on me. Do you guys want me to give my opinion?
Go ahead.
So I'll start off with what's right and what I think. So what's right is a professional player should not leave the pitch, especially if you're if you're being paid to stay there and play and come to training. You can't leave the pitch. You know, you can't go into the tunnel. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think it's unprofessional. It doesn't matter who you are, especially when your team is winning. Out of frustration, I think that's a bad sign, and it could bring problems in the dressing room. And you should know that as a tenured player and as a legend. Do I understand it? Completely. You're bringing on Elanga, who does a whole lot of nothing but training videos, and you're not playing me, and I need to get in form for the World Cup. And you know, if you want to have any hope of doing something this season, you know you're going to need me. Rashford, he's playing good. He's getting chances, but he's not scoring. He's missing a lot of chances. Would Ronaldo get in those spaces? I don't know, but I'll tell you, Ronaldo will put away those chances. Not all of them, but definitely a good majority of them. I think he will. I think he offers a different threat. I think, you know, there's a different energy when he's on the pitch. It's a different style of play than what the manager wants. I get it, but I don't know. I understand it completely, especially after the whole debacle about you wanting me to stay for the season. Like, I don't know.
But that's the thing. Like, the whole, like you mentioned at the end of your statement, United convincing him to stay. If he's not going to be part of your plans, if you're going to play him in injury time, why keep him? Why is he in the squad?
I mean,
Well, first of all,
okay,
why is everybody surprised? No, hold on.
I want to
First of
stop
all,
you guys there because it wasn't United keeping him. Let's be honest. Let's be very honest. He
no,
couldn't get the teams he wanted.
no,
Let's be very
don't make me
honest
pull
here.
up the articles. I showed it on Discord.
Did you hear what
There's
Roy
many
Keane said? Did you hear what Roy Keane said? Roy Keane
No,
said
I
that. Roy Keane said, you have to be crazy to think Ronaldo's not getting any offers. It's obviously the team just held him hostage.
The teams
they didn't have a striker.
Atletico, for example.
But he was getting offers.
The teams that he wanted. The teams he wanted, the top Champions League team, and they didn't want him.
You can't convince me that Ronaldo didn't want to leave.
I'm not saying he didn't want to leave. Ronaldo wanted to leave for a top contender. He wasn't getting those top contenders.
He would rather leave than stay at this club. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who he's going to. He'd rather leave.
Bro,
he would have took a trip back to Sporting to stay.
The facts were he wanted to go to a top Champions League contending team.
Obviously, that's a fact.
From both ends.
That's a fact.
Yes,
that's a fact.
And it was also reported.
You're not denying what I'm saying, though.
Teams. It was also reported these top contending teams were not looking to buy him.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like United was against doing.
You're still not denying what I'm saying.
Mutually terminating his contract. So they wanted a price tag for Ronaldo, obviously. So that means they wanted him to stay. Like they could have done the whole Aubameyang thing, rip up the contract. That's thank
business,
you for your services, though. Keep him moving. Yeah, it's business, but like in the same time,
held him
we're talking about
when he
the
wanted
locker
to leave,
room.
though. That's facts.
We're talking about the situation. Like you could have avoided it. You could have let him go. You could have done anything possible to let him go. If he's not going to be part of your plans, he's not part of your plans. Let him go. Simple as. You say you play better without him.
That's
all right,
stinky,
simple
bro.
as. Anyways,
How?
Because one, he signed a 2-year contract. Nobody forced him to go to United. Nobody forced him to go to United.
He had
City as an option. He didn't go to United because he wanted to be the hero of this and that and the other. Okay. Three managers. One of them didn't have the balls to say, hey, you know what, you need to come off the bench. The other one did. He got ousted for it. And the third one also has the balls to do it. And a lot of the backlash.
Who got ousted?
Ragnick.
For not playing. You think that's why he's gone?
No, I'm saying he had the balls to, and then he got ousted.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with it then, because he just admitted that's not the reason why he's gone.
I know. I'm just saying the three managers. I'm just saying what happened with the three managers.
This is misleading. That's misleading, but go on.
The first manager, which was Ole, didn't have the balls to do it. The second one, which was Ragnick, did. He got ousted just in general by the club. Okay? Then Ten Hag also doesn't want him to start. That's three managers.
Okay. Right? So what are you saying? What are you saying then? What's your point? My whole point is you signed a 2-year contract, right? This is his last season. Just honor the contract. That's what
you're right, Mo. You're right. You're right on that
part. Yes, contractually, you are correct. But the club doesn't want to play him. He doesn't want to stay.
It's not the club. It's the manager saying you are not fit enough to start week in, week out.
Yes.
But again, Mo.
Week in, week out.
So where's the misunderstanding, Mo?
The misunderstanding is Ronaldo not realizing he's not good enough to be played week in, week out. That's the misunderstanding. He went to shop around to play to Chelsea, who Tuchel rejected, and I'm glad he rejected it. He went to try to get Atletico Madrid. They said no, thank you. Bayern, no, thank you. So you tell me, bro, don't say cap. That's the reports are out.
The Atletico is a cap. Yeah, it is cap.
But
anyways, go ahead, sir.
No big team came in for him, right? And United would have let him leave for 15 million even, or something small. Nobody came in for him.
No, so now that's not a fact, though. You said facts before, but that one was not a fact.
Okay, so who came in for him? You tell me who came in.
That's not what I'm talking about. You said United would let him go for 15 million. No, you're just going away from the point.
Okay,
you said they would let him go away for 15 million. That's not a fact. Let's talk facts.
Would have let him go. Yes or no?
No, I don't think so. That's the whole point.
What are you? Okay, prove to me they wouldn't have.
Because the Glazers wanted to keep him. Because he didn't go.
For who? He didn't go because
they wanted to keep him for marketing reasons. We're acting like they don't know. They don't know they're an American business.
No, that's where you lost me. No, I think this is all under Ten Hag. No, this is not a Glazers thing. This is a Ten Hag thing. Ten Hag said in the beginning, and he's the manager, and he's the one. No. He kept saying repeatedly, and he said it last weekend as well. He has a massive role on this team, and I need him on my squad. He's an important role on this team, and I need him for the future. They got a long season and whatsoever. So this is under Ten Hag. It's not a Glazer thing. It's nothing Ten Hag.
I think it can be both.
When you look back at the window, this is a Ten Hag window. First of all, so we know who made all the decisions this past window. So I don't know. I'm kind of under the radar for Ten Hag here with this whole Ronaldo situation. This could have been avoided. You could have just,
regardless. Can we circle back to the incident, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo Ronaldo in the 80th minute. You're a player for Manchester United. You're a player for Manchester United. Just like Rashford, just like Martial, just like Elanga, just like Fred, just like all these players that are assigned to the club. If your manager calls on you and says, "Hey, I need you in the game," on the 80th minute, the 89th minute, the 90th minute, the first second, it doesn't matter. You go on the field.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. 100%.
I agree. I agree. No, I agree with that, Mo.
100%.
But can we hold that point there and also acknowledge the fact that there are certain dynamics that should be respected when it comes to certain players?
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
Can we acknowledge that?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. You don't agree. Okay, if you don't agree, you don't agree.
Not only some players, an extraordinary player. Like, let's not forget, this is one of the greatest of all time.
It doesn't matter.
This is a whole different situation.
What's more embarrassing, right? Coming on 80th minute, you make a 2-minute cameo, or you, for example, you get subbed in 45th, get taken out by 50th. What's more embarrassing? I'm just asking you guys generally. 45th.
No.
Yeah, 45th.
If
right? So players
I'm understanding.
Okay. I was going to say players have been subbed in and taken out in a couple minutes. Look at Matic a few years back.
Players. I'm talking about for certain players, there's a dynamic.
Doesn't matter.
There.
Be a good role
I'm not
model.
saying it matters. I'm saying there's a dynamic that I can understand.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's correct. I'm saying I understand it.
Yeah, you can understand his frustration in the matter, right? But how he acted is completely unacceptable. And let's be honest,
we agree with that.
It's not the first time he's walked off. It's the second time this season.
Yeah, and now the more I think about it, maybe. Yeah, no, you're right, Mo. You're right. But now the more I think about it, maybe this is Ronaldo's plan all along. Maybe he's doing all these things because we've never had to have this issue before. I know there was once instance under Sarri and Juventus where he walked off after being subbed when they were down 3-0. But like for the most part, maybe this is Ronaldo trying to force a way to get out.
No, that's where you lost me because he's a consummate professional. So I'm not going to assume things. I think there's more out of emotion.
No.
You're not concentrating. I'm saying he has been a professional for 20 years. So I don't think that him doing this now, I'm not saying it's an outlier. I'm saying that this seems like an emotional decision rather than a plan. That's what I'm saying. I think this is just him getting frustrated, seeing the situation. He's saying this Elanga guy's coming on. Yeah. I can't stay here no more. I can't stay here, smile about the win, whatever, when I feel like I'm being disrespected. I understand that. I'm not saying it's correct by any means. I think it's it's a travesty. I don't think you should do this. I think it's just a bad example, not just for the players on your team, for the people watching, for the fans, So
final point, and I just want to throw this out there. Why is everybody surprised? Ronaldo's always been selfish his entire career. There's nothing new. It's always been Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo has always had that mindset. I'm above the club. And that's how he's always been. Obviously, that's not the right way to go with. But anyways, I got some comments that I did post on Instagram, and I wanted to get some of our listeners' perspective on this. And first response was from Urban Investor. One serious, bizarre situation, one of the greatest of all time ever, and now just sitting on the bench. He was better off going to Bayern Munich than Man United to keep his legacy going. It's been ruined here. Although it's been great to watch him play again in the Prem, but has ruined his status a little bit. Status?
I mean, overall, the people look at his career, I think they'll forget this United stint. I honestly don't think people remember Ronaldo at United the second time.
Yeah, honestly. Next comment from Walif, who's been one of our day ones. Shout out to you. He tried to leave in the summer, but other teams rejected him, and Ten Hag clearly doesn't have him in his plans. So it's a tough one for Ronaldo, but he should be a good role model for the youngsters and just go with it, even if it means sitting on the bench. He's definitely gone in January, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes. I do agree about the youngsters watching you because you are the face of Manchester United. Your son plays for the academy. Your son is seeing that you're walking off when you're not supposed to. So with the whole professionalism, like Mo, you're completely right on that. Next comment from Ethan. Acts like a spoiled brat when he doesn't get his way, and it's clear he came back for their Sir Alex, not out of love for United. So he came back for Sir Alex, not out of love for United. Yeah, possibly. And I think, honestly, Sir Alex convinced him to stay this summer, or maybe try to.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, two more comments. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, the next comment from Athul. Bro, seriously, I think the team owners made the situation worse. Manager was fine letting him go in the last transfer window. It's the owners that effed up the situation. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I agree with you.
I don't even think it's the owners, bro. Like, okay.
I think they played a massive part in it.
They could have or they couldn't have. Ronaldo a year ago could have not signed for United.
Yeah. No. This is the same thing that I said about Harry Kane, about him choosing to sign that 6-year deal with Spurs, and I agree with that part. But I'm just saying the reasons why things happen are important. I'm not justifying anything. I'm saying the reasons why are important too.
Bro, another example, Mbappe right now being a giant diva in PSG. Bro, you signed the deal. Like, I have no sympathy for you when you decided not to go to Real Madrid and you feel like grass is greener now on the other side.
You're right. All right, last comment. I love this comment. January. First of all, it's from the News 6 Soccer. January, Ronaldo signing for Wolves. I like that one.
Diego on the same team would be great, though.
Him and Costa,
like off the pitch, just imagine interactions between them.
I wish Diego Costa played for my club, man, just once, just so I could say that I've seen him fight before.
This guy's not normal, bro. He's not normal, man.
Yeah. You want to talk about Chelsea real quick? Their performance in that game.
Let's go.
Chelsea United game.
Yep. Mo, what are your thoughts on Aubameyang this game and so far?
He sold this game. He's been playing well overall.
This game,
he sold this game. He had 2 goal-scoring chances, and I don't know what his brain was doing. Like 2 good chances, and I don't know.
To be fair, no, Varane really defended well in those 2 chances, him and Lissandro, but Varane got that one lucky chance. And his touch, I know that was the second chance when he was clear on the left side. It was
there was one where he, instead of just diving for a header, he tried to catch it with his foot in the air. Like, I don't know what was going on.
Yeah. That wasn't the easiest of chances, but I think he could have done better.
He should have went for it though. I don't know why he tried to.
Put on target at least.
Yeah. But to be fair, Mo, he's the only person that looked lively to score, or I thought would score a goal, because Sterling, Broha too. Broha was going to bring that up later, but Sterling, I think you need a little bit of conversation, maybe help with the 11-11 curse and help him score a hat trick, because he's a little bit of a goal drought right now. For being honest, it's kind of quiet on his end.
The problem I think with Sterling is there's no clear. He's just a forward, and I don't think he's an outward forward. I think he's better as a winger, but he's being used like a forward. And like he's been since Potter's come in, he's been a wing back, he's been a forward, played winger I think like 1 game, but he doesn't have a position really. It's weird.
Mo, I have a question for you. Just do it quickly. What's your best Chelsea 11? No maybes, no if this guy's no best Chelsea 11. Go.
Kepa and net.
Bro, we got to give him some screen time. This is really good right now. Bro, do you see that instance when they're playing out of the back with
weak
Thiago?
Wrist,
Oh, yeah. Bro, oh, my God.
Weak wrist.
This guy might be able to play center back with that ball handling. Mashallah.
Center back midfield, impressive. Bro. The way that he drew a man in, cut him out, passing back and forth, bro. He was controlling
it. It was clean.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
No. You have to respect it, bro. You have to respect how good he was with his feet. With his feet?
Yeah, no. I respect that, but he doesn't lose confidence. He has great saves in him. I know he's class.
I don't know. Right now, he's playing with confidence, bro. The saves he's making are insane. They're world class right now.
And even the goal with the Casemiro goal, I don't even say it's weak hands. But he got fingertip on it, and it unfortunately, it's just unfortunate it rolled in. I don't even blame that on him.
That would have been save of the season if he kept it on the line. But no, I'm just hating for sure.
But
be very honest.
Okay, definitely Kepa. I think that's so. Mendy's done. So Mo, Mendy's done.
If everybody's healthy,
I don't think Mendy's done. Mendy's coming back from injury, so we haven't seen him since he's come back from injury. So I wouldn't say he's done, but he's been having a poor few months.
You can't say the injury excuse though, because he's been on the bench for like 5 games in a row now. Like he's
that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen him.
He's on the bench. He's fit.
We haven't seen him since he's healthy. So I like that's what I mean. I can't really judge him because he hasn't played since he was healthy.
True.
All right. Arf, let him land.
God.
Everybody's fit, Mo. Everybody's fit.
Everybody's fit. Okay, so Kepa, because it's been amazing.
Okay. You're stuttering on center back, but okay.
No, I went right back. Reece James.
Okay, center back.
Or the back.
Center back. Yeah. So before at the back, I'm starting Thiago. I'm starting the second center back's hard.
This is why I asked.
I might go Chalobah.
This is what I wanted to hear.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
He doesn't lose.
You know what's crazy? I know you guys been doing 3 at the back. He hasn't
lost. No, even he played 4 at the back this game. Like when we subbed in Kovacic for Cucurella.
Yeah,
bro, he doesn't lose. He hasn't lost the game since he started.
Wait for the round of 16 Champions League, or when he faced Man City.
Bro,
he started against AC last season. He started against AC Milan, 3-0.
He's a good player.
I wouldn't go that far yet.
But Mo, left back.
Chilwell.
Over Cucurella.
Chilwell's been playing really good this season. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I think
Midfield?
Cucurella is better in the build-up, but Chilwell just. I know it's a fullback, but that final third, he's dangerous.
He has more PMP.
Yeah. Midfield, I'm going Kovacic. Conte's healthy, right? So I'm taking Conte. And I'll put
No Jorginho.
I dare you. Oh, Arf, chill. You baited it out for him. I want to hear it from his lips.
it's this season, right?
This season.
I'll put I'll put Mount in there in the midfield.
I think Jorginho deserves it the way he's been playing under Potter. I think he deserves it. And this is coming from me.
Jorginho's been playing great, but Kovacic has been still our best midfielder, and Mount has been super dynamic for us. He's undroppable.
Okay.
Like Mount has to be in the team at some point. A front three. I'm making it a diamond actually.
Okay.
And I'm putting Havertz at cam. Actually, no. Scrap that. I'm putting Mount at cam.
Mount?
Putting Mount at cam. I'm putting Conte and Kovacic in center mids, Jorginho at the base, and then I'm putting strikers. I'm putting Aubameyang and Sterling.
Interesting.
That'd be my 11.
And honestly,
if I have to pick the best players in, that's how I do it.
Yeah. And you see how long it took us to make that 11. I think Potter is dealing with the same thing because he definitely doesn't know his 11. He's been changing up this lineup every single game. New starting lineup, new players in. I think I'm very confused with what his go-to guys are. And I think he needs to figure it out soon though. You can't be rotating players a lot like that. So I don't know, personally. Especially even you didn't mention Broha. But.
Yeah, I'm surprised you would take Aubameyang over Broha.
Because Aubameyang's still been the better player. Aubameyang's still been the better player. But
what do you think Aubameyang offers other than goals?
Upside.
Yeah, Aubameyang's offer anything but goals.
Aubameyang's a lot more tidy. Broha's getting the ball and like his final third passing is terrible. His vision is not
decision making too.
But it's all bad. Whereas Aubameyang's not forcing every attack.
Yeah. It's very.
He's finding players in good positions and stuff like that. Like I'd still take Aubameyang. He's the better player still. But Bro has such an upside that I take him to just like he learns, like it's real game time and like learns on the job.
I feel like players like that, like Aubameyang, are way more prone to ghosting if you have that type of play style. Meanwhile, Broha, he's going to be in the game. He's going to be trying, So I appreciate that a lot more than the other type of player.
I hear that. But circling it back to the game, I think 1-1 was fair. I think United dominated for like up until the Kovacic sub, and I think that after that sub, we were really controlling the game. Then second half happened, and it was a very 50-50 game at that point. So I honestly think the 1-1 was fair. Like I'm not upset that we drew. It sucked because we had the lead, and I wish it didn't go on like that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. You know what I'm really glad about? I'm glad that I know you guys. In Cinderella, there's the fairy godmother. She has like the curse that expires at midnight.
I know where this is going.
McTominay's curse expired. He finally gets caught by the refs.
I know.
I'm so happy. Whether it's a pen or not, I don't care. But I'm just happy that they're finally seeing this guy for who he is. And I'm praying that it continues because, like, I don't know if we're gonna get to the Arsenal game, but the reffing is just all over the place. But this guy came off the bench and gave away a penalty. He's so lucky Casemiro saved him. He's so lucky.
Honestly,
Casemiro really has a nose for goals, bro.
Oh my God.
Let's move on to our Q&A session. We got a lot of questions to go through. We'll start off with the hot segment that's been causing a lot of issues on the Discord this week. This question is from Me Justice. Where does Zidane rank in terms of all-time players in every position? Anyway, before we do that, I'm just going to reword this question. Is Zidane in your top 10 of all time? Both of you guys.
Well, nostalgia plays a big part. I haven't gotten a chance to really watch too much of Zidane, but from what I've seen of him, from his status, from the highlights, definitely. So it's not a factually correct answer, but for me, definitely. Top 10? Yeah, 100%.
Has to be. Thank you. Mo?
I could see why somebody wouldn't put him in the top 10 if I'm being honest.
Why though? What is the excuse you're going to bring up?
No, because like it comes down to, okay, if you're talking about top 10 all positions, right? Naturally, Messi, Ronaldo are in there. Some people might put Pele, Maradona in there. So that's 4 spots already gone. Some people want to say R9 already. That's 5, right? And then now it comes down to the last 5, right? So who you're going to say Zidane. People are going to say Xavi, Iniesta. Some people are going to say, I don't know if they're old enough, they might say Beckenbauer or something like that. Maldini, if you're considering center backs and like defenders, right? Like some people might put like Roberto Carlos in there or whatever. So like I can see why you might not have him in your top 10. He's in my top 10, but I could see if you have certain preferences why you wouldn't be in your personal top 10. There's a lot of players to consider.
Yeah.
But
Me Justice, you kind of caused a lot of upset people on the Discord this week. So I'm gonna give you his top 10. He put Messi, Cristiano, Maradona. Now, this is the one that pissed off a lot of people. Di Stefano, who played in the 50s. Pele, Cruyff, R9, Beckenbauer, Puskas, and Neymar. And even the Neymar one, I wouldn't personally.
Neymar? Wait, no. Neymar was Zidane's
Neymar's
crazy.
cultured.
I'm not
Neymar's
gonna talk
cultured.
about Puskas.
Neymar's
Nah,
cultured.
What
Neymar
about
top
Zidane?
10
What
is
about
for cultured
Zidane?
people.
Bro,
Zidane too.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna talk about Di Stefano and Puskas and Beckenbauer because I didn't see them. I don't really care.
That's what I'm saying. And my bro didn't even. I'm pretty sure he didn't see him too. That's why we were upset.
Whatever. But I've seen Neymar and I've seen Zidane. Bro, what are we doing?
You have not seen Zidane. You haven't seen Zidane.
Thank you.
You haven't seen Zidane.
I've seen enough of Zidane. I've seen enough of Zidane.
No, you haven't. None of us have.
Factually,
none of us have.
It's okay. You guys were born yesterday. Don't worry. But I definitely seen Zidane. Y'all are different.
I'm not gonna expose your ages, but you're lying.
No. Name me. Okay, hold on. No. You know what? I'm gonna end the question with this. You guys all watched the World Cup final 2006, a headbutt situation. Remember who scored the penalty?
If he was in that game, they won.
Hear me.
Yeah, Zidane bar down. We remember.
No. Panenka in the World Cup final. Panenka. Name me any of these guys in the top 10 who do a Panenka in the World Cup final.
I can name one.
Go for it.
Alexis Sanchez, Copa America final. That's all I'm going to say.
I can name Alexis Sanchez. Who would try. I can name one who would try. Mario Balotelli would try. You know this man's a sicko. Go for it.
Nah, he scored.
I think we might have to save this topic for an episode. Honestly.
Yeah. No. Honestly, this is a big topic. But yeah, great question, bro. Next question from Muad. Who has the most delusional fan base, and why is it Arsenal? Listen, man.
I think Barcelona's up there. Barcelona's super up there. Barcelona is, I think, number one for me.
Barcelona isn't the most delusional. They're the most sick. They're sick in the head.
They definitely are.
Because I could understand them saying, "Yeah, we're the best team in the world." That's fine. You've had one of the greatest successful runs ever seen in any sport. The problem is when they start blaming players for not signing for Barcelona. That's so weird. That's such a weird thing, bro. Why are you mad? A man didn't want to sign for your club because he thought he was going to get paid. I'm so confused.
True.
How they blaming? What's his face? De Jong. They're saying, bro, why aren't you leaving our club? We want to buy players. What is this?
No, Barcelona is up there. I'm telling you.
I think Liverpool's up there too. If I'm being completely honest,
Liverpool fans live in their own world. I don't think they're that bad.
It's because all the Champions League win. Like fair to them, they want it. I think they're the most won European championships in the Premier League, but one league in 30 years is kind of crazy, for being honest. You know, it's definitely a little too much. But yeah, good question. Let's move on to another question.
Do you not see the irony in that? Do you not see the irony in that?
I didn't want to say. Mo. Allow us for today.
You don't see the irony in that?
Allow us for today.
I didn't bring up my club, okay? Anyways,
we bring up Arsenal every episode, right? We bring up Arsenal every episode.
Arsenal every day, Mo.
The irony in that statement is just too much.
You don't have to talk about them, remember?
Tell us with respect, top of the table, please and thank you. Another question from me just is, so why is Saka so overrated? Excuse me?
I think he's not overrated. I think he does have the English hype. I think it's justified, but he definitely has the English hype behind him. But I think he deserves it.
No,
I think he definitely does. With
the
media campaigns and everything, come on, man.
No, he has the Arsenal. He's in front. Me and Liban were literally just talking about this last week.
He's in every commercial after the miss. No, man, he's definitely has English hype. What's wrong with admitting that?
The Rashford, the sorry, I brought that name. Well, you guys know what I'm going with. All the big.
Next question, Arv. Next question.
Anyways, hear me out. Okay. Anyways, all the big names, all the wonder kids. Saka wasn't that. He was never a wonder kid. He earned his spot into the first team at Arsenal. He's been the best player for Arsenal for 2 seasons in a row. This last month, he's been the best player for Arsenal again. He's earned his spot to be rated highly. He earned his spot in the English team with all the competitions with the right wingers, with the Fodens, with the Sanchos, you know what I mean? So there's no overrated when you can't say overrated with the word.
He didn't say that. He said English hype. When you talk about English hype,
but I'm talking in general.
Let's be honest. All of these English youngsters are hyped up more than they should be. We talk about we talk about Jude Bellingham so highly, right? And the media talks about him so highly, but ignores people like Musiala.
Bro, no, they ignore people like Valverde. Valverde is like the best player in the world right now, and nobody's saying it.
Yeah.
I
Bro,
promise you guys, Valverde might be the best player in the world, right?
He's getting coverage,
bro,
honestly.
there's two types of hype that
he's
is
carrying.
unavoidable. There's two types of hype that are unavoidable: English hype and Barcelona hype. When it comes to youngsters, those two just have the most hype
Preach.
for no reason. For like,
Barcelona hype is
English,
crazy.
other fact from Barcelona. That's it. For no reason. Those two things just get hype. Look at Mount. I think he's been our best player for the last 3 years, or like consistently one of our best players. He has a huge English hype. People are talking about why won't Southgate drop him? They're like, oh, he's a pearl of England, this and that. Like, bro, it's too hype.
True. Okay. All right. Next question from Ahmed: is the refereeing in the EPL getting worse, and is VAR really doing his job?
Honestly, please look at the Arsenal game today. That was ridiculous. That ref, like, I haven't complained about a ref this season. This game was ridiculous, and I don't think we played good either. So let me just say that. I'm not saying we deserved the win, but the reffing was atrocious.
Yeah,
so
but to be fair, he was doing. And one thing I noticed for refs in the Premier League, like, you know, when they have a couple of howlers, they make sure the other team has the same amount of howlers, so they kind of justify their actions. And I noticed in the second half he was giving the same decisions towards Southampton near the end, but yeah, no, that was bad. But honestly, personally, I think VAR is getting a lot better than we have barely talked about it this season. It hasn't been as bad. I think it's much more consistent than we were hoping for. So
here's the thing: VAR is not bad. VAR doesn't have an issue. It's the refs behind VAR.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And the refs.
Mike Dean left the job and he went into the VAR room. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, the same refs refing the games are the ones behind behind VAR. So if the in-game ref is bad, you think your VAR ref's going to be good? No, bro. They all suck.
Honestly,
they're not tackling the problems. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. All right, next question from Wan Bissaka. Why does Ten Hag choose Rashford over Ronaldo?
He's more of a pace threat, so
he's more dynamic.
That's number one.
I think so.
So,
he's more dynamic.
Yeah, definitely
not
a lot
in
more
terms
dynamic.
of scoring, but yeah, like he's definitely
wise and positioning and stuff like that. He's a lot more like a lot faster than Ronaldo right now.
Facts, yeah. Next question from Liban. What's wrong with Ballon d'Or and what is it measuring? And I know where he's going with this. And Liban, if you want to get into this, you're going to be banned from pro clubs if you keep saying this thing, okay?
He's a Benzema hater, people.
Yeah. He was saying Benzema might have been the worst Ballon d'Or winner, which is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Maybe there's...
it might be moderate.
It's not fair. No, but we're comparing it to just Ronaldo and Messi, who's won it for the most of like the last 10 years, right? So can't really say that.
The problem Ballon d'Or, and I think everyone can agree, it's very Champions League and World Cup heavy. And it's very forward heavy, right? Yeah. Like it looks at highlights more than it does, I think, players that are the unsung heroes for their teams that are carrying their teams, which sometimes aren't the forward. Sometimes it's your midfielder. Sometimes it's your defender.
And most of the time, it's your keeper. And Courtois was touching on that, who, by the way, I don't agree with his views at all, but like with life, but that's for another day. But Courtois was talking about that, about basically what else do I have to do? Like I had the season I had last season, I ended up like top 5, but still, like I should have won it. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, the Yashin award, right? That's the whole point of that, which I think was a good award to have.
Participation trophies, like Lewandowski won it. What? He won it for the second time.
No, not that one. The Yashin one's the goalkeeper one. They have a separate award just for goalkeepers now.
I don't like that.
Yeah, there's a question related to that later, so we'll come back to that. But next question from Sedi45: will Liverpool even make the Europa League? I think they make Champions League still, if I'm being honest. I know the performance ain't it right now, but I don't know. It's still Liverpool. They still have the quality. I think there's a couple players that are going to come back from injury. I don't know. Maybe the World Cup might mess that up. I have a little bit of belief of this Liverpool squad. Not as much for Manchester United. Not as much for Tottenham, honestly, anymore.
I think if they can figure out how to play to their strengths rather than showing their weaknesses so much, I think they might figure it out. But I think everybody's eating their words on Darwin Núñez, and I'm happy I was never a part of those people.
Too early. But
because he's scoring goals.
Like we mentioned last week with Liban, like it is maybe too soon to judge as well. But again, we'll come up again. Next question from Maxim_MSR: who will win the Champions League? Honestly, I think Man City does it this year, man. I think they're unbeatable, bro. I don't see any other team that can get close. I don't believe in PSG.
I see PSG, bro. I believe in them. Because
Huh?
if they're winning games like this and then they're having Mbappe be a diva, imagine when he gets to the later half of the season, he's like, "I'll try to play along."
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know. I feel like the World Cup. Yeah.
But you know what's nuts? You know why he's upset? He doesn't want to play striker. Who doesn't want to play striker?
Pivot. Yeah.
I've never heard of a player say, "I don't want to be the focal point of offense."
Yeah. The thing is, what plays to his strength is him drifting off from the wing and playing that Thierry Henry role. But it's just, I don't know. It's just a diva. I don't know. I don't even want to get started with that. But who you guys got? East?
I think Madrid might do a 2-peat. Honestly,
so.
I honestly think the football they're playing now is better than last season. The football I think is better than last season. So if Benzema comes back, then I don't know. And Vinicius, he's like that guy. He just gets better every season. Like I'm seeing different parts of his game this season. Valverde is a world beater, one of the best players in the world right now.
Yeah,
So
remember
I don't know.
who mentioned that before this podcast started? Just throw that out there. I was first, believe me. Right? Just give me
I
some
think the real story here
niggas ain't
is
ready
that
to give me flowers when it's my turn. Just say
obviously not.
First on
Obviously
Valverde. Okay, just a reminder. I'll
No,
remember
you know
the 20
who's
draft.
first? You know who's first? Perez. That guy knows ball. 1 billion
True.
might be cheap for the release clause.
Facts.
I think we got to get into it one day. Maybe not, definitely not today. But I think we got to talk also about like things like are managers really worth like valued at the clubs they're at? Because look at Ancelotti at Everton. Obviously they were playing better, but people thought he was finished. That's it. His career is done. Goes to Madrid, does the double. Looks like he might win the league this season. Potentially could do a 2P at the Champions League. I think it's a question to have for the future. Like, are managers really like elite? Like, can they be elite anywhere, or is it based on clubs? That's mainly what I'm talking about.
Good question.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with that question too, but
Yeah.
certain city manager. But yeah,
No, it's not
question
even
from,
unrelated to Pep. I was actually unrelated to Pep. I just talking.
don't worry. The agenda's agenda. We're good.
Say no more.
The next question from a good friend from the pod, OTJ_Zach. Thoughts on the Villa situation? You guys see the score today? That was a big performance. Huge performance. Was it 12 minutes, 3 goals in the first against Brentford? That is insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
But
Ivan Toney's post-match?
No, I didn't.
didn't.
What did he say?
This guy's like, it was shambles. It was shambles. We look like we were children.
Damn. No, Aston Villa were playing ball today. 4-0. 4-0 to Brentford.
What?
Usually Brentford is the one who does this to the teams like Aston Villa's, the Evertons, the Manchester United.
No, listen. The new manager bounce. Listen, the new manager bounce at home. I think you're going to win that game too. It doesn't matter who you're playing. So I would say give it a couple games. Let's see who they really are. I don't think they're going to get relegated, so they have a season to learn and build. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, I'm not so high off one game. Definitely not.
Yeah. Hey, they made some big contracts signings. They re-signed Douglas Luiz, and there was a big if there. So it might be good looking forward for Aston Villa. Next question from Obi Brian 1. What do you think of Casemiro?
I think he's one of the greatest central defensive midfielders ever, honestly.
I think his nose looked better before.
Yo. No, but honestly, he's been really good for United.
He's great.
He's been the missing link like that United's needed for a long time. He's showing he's looking really bright right now.
He's a leader. He's a leader on the pitch.
Yeah.
Most importantly, like you can tell by the way he plays. He's serious. He scored a goal and he was angry that they drew.
He was bossing the midfield, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. This guy was one of the best defensive mids in the world.
Facts.
And he has to slow down his tempo because he knows these United guys can't keep up with it either.
Yeah, and he's so aggressive, and I love that from him. Like he's so aggressive, but can also be like you mentioned, tempo. Calm and relax. So it's a good mix of everything. Next question from Dax. Who is more probable to win World Cup, Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi for sure.
Messi,
I honestly think Argentina's team is disgusting.
I heard
because everybody's in form
for like the last 2-3 years, if I'm not mistaken, since they won the Copa.
South America tax. But no, they have a really good team. I think they finally somewhat figured out their center backs because Lisandro and Romero, that's disgusting. Those are two leaders who can play well together. You mix that with Lautaro getting in form. You still have Di Maria, who's, gives you that expertise. You have Messi. You have Dybala, who probably won't play with Messi, but, they just have
midfield.
Yeah.
McAllister is Argentinian too.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Kevin McAllister.
Really?
Alexis McAllister.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Next question from Adam. Rank top 5 informed players right now.
I'll go first. Holland, Valverde. Is probably not a cultured response. Saliba. Ivan Toney. Well, if you exclude the recent games, no, Ivan Toney's in form.
In the world, though, you can't put Ivan Toney.
Yeah. No, this is tough. I'll be honest. I'll only do 3. I'll do Valverde. I'll do
Let's
Holland.
Let's do it together.
Okay.
Obviously,
Holland number 1.
Holland's a lock. Valverde's
a lock.
I'm throwing Kepa in there.
Musiala? I don't mind putting Musiala. He's been on form.
Yeah, I put Musiala.
right now, I'd put Musiala as well.
Dembele.
Uh,
Dembele has been very
Usman?
on.
No.
He slowed down.
We're
He slowed
forgetting the
down a little
Champions
bit.
League.
Oh,
You know what it is, Usman? Like, no, fam. The Champions League games really pissed me off. Like, he's really being, how can I put it, selfish. Like, it's become Team Dembele over Barca. I don't know.
bro,
I just
I don't know
feel
if
like
you've
he's
been watching him
kind
in
of
the
doing a
league,
little too
though.
much.
He is
Yeah, the league is
arguably
league,
always
yeah.
there. He's
No, the
one of-
league
one
is
or
a
two.
joke for him.
Yeah,
The league is a
still,
joke.
that's
I
part
think
of
I said this a couple of episodes ago. But yeah, all right, I'm cool with Dembele. Neymar's in there for me. I don't care.
Neymar's in there.
Neymar's
on
Neymar's definitely
Not
in there.
Dembele, though. Definitely not Dembele.
I'll take both. I'll take both.
All right, so
All right.
we got Haaland.
Vinny?
We got-
Vinny?
We got.
Put Vinny, honestly.
If I think Dembele's been having a better season than Vinny.
I think, no. We put De Bruyne. De Bruyne's been balling. KDB's been balling.
You know what's sick? Pep's like De Bruyne's not even at his best.
Yeah,
you know
which
how
is
sick that
This
is?
is scary. This is scary.
Okay, so Valverde, Haaland, I'm forgetting.
Neymar.
Neymar. I say De Bruyne.
Okay.
Okay.
Who else? What was the other
I'm saying
one?
Kepa.
And
I'm
KDB,
fighting for that
KDB.
one.
No,
I'm fighting for Kepa.
Musiala.
I'm fighting for Kepa, bro. Man has 6 clean sheets. 1 goal conceded in the last 7 games, bro.
All right, you can have Kepa. I'll put Musiala for sure. Next question from Adam. Kepa for 2023 Yashin Trophy? Mo?
Hey, man. Hey, get the agendas rolling.
No comment.
Get the
No
agendas
comment.
rolling.
He's on the Spanish national. He's on the national team. I don't know if he got called up. No, he hasn't played in like the last 2 years.
He's always been like there.
Like, I know
there's a point where he's their starter and then second.
De Gea was the number 2, and what's his name?
Unai Simon.
Simon, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Kepa might get a spot in this World Cup. Hey, third choice, why not? I'd personally prefer him over.
No, he's making the squad.
You guys know my
he's
take.
making the squad, but
I don't know.
Going to the World Cup is probably the best Spanish keeper going to the World Cup right now.
Yeah, but you don't know what Luis Enrique is gonna do. He's a bit of a madman.
Yeah,
this is true.
All right, we're almost done here. Next question from Hamza: Koundé or Araujo? I feel like I always mess up his name. My bad. Araujo too. Yeah, for me.
He's injured now, though. Unfortunately,
Koundé, I don't know, bro. Like he's also injured as well. He just came back. For right now, I kind of understand why he's playing Eric Garcia because they're kind of short on right backs. Like Sergio Roberto, no. Yeah, he stinks. That's obvious.
I wasn't early on that.
Yeah, you were.
I called him when he was still at City. I said, why is Barcelona even signing this guy?
We might need a segment for this guy one day. Like how he finessed 2 big clubs. Twice. Like Barcelona left to Man City, finessed them, and then back to Barcelona. How? It doesn't make sense to me.
Stay with me. White privilege.
No. I think it's Spanish. It's Spanish.
It's a definitely Spanish thing, but like, nah, he has to be
and
like
free transfer.
He has to be like Pep's or Xavi's like nephew or some shit. I don't know. There's something going on there. There's something.
I heard he got Pep nudes in the locker, bro.
Maybe. You never know. All right, last and final question from our brother Dank. Does Arsenal need one high-profile signing to solidify Arsenal's league title campaign? And who do you realistically think that could be? Well, I said it was Douglas Luiz before initially, but he signed a new contract with Aston Villa because I really do think we need a backup 6 to cover for Thomas Partey. So I'm lost because I don't know who's available.
Yeah,
like, for a good price. Like you're gonna have to pay the premium post World
especially
Cup.
in winter.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think Arsenal don't make.
This is such a tough question.
Yeah. I genuinely believe Arsenal don't make any signings.
I actually don't know.
I've seen it for the last couple of seasons. They've only made loan deals in the winter, and then they try it out and see if they want to sign them long term. I think they just go based off whoever's injured at the time. Definitely, they have to make a Partey replacement just in case. Because Sam B, I don't want to see that. We saw what happened at the end of the season last year.
I think if we sign Ndidi, I wouldn't be too mad because
I'm good.
No, I'm not saying he starts. I'm just saying I think that would be a great signing for the squad. I don't know if it helps us win the league, but I think Ndidi, who's somebody who might be available, and I think he would help the team for sure.
Ace, we got El Neni. We don't need Ndidi. We're good. We'll be all right. But yeah,
you're only saying like that because you play like him on pro clubs.
yeah. Top goal scorer. Please respect it. Anyways, thank you everybody for listening. We'll see you all next week. Take care. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Easy.